Enjoy your meeting. Just a reminder, today's meeting is being recorded.
Welcome everyone to Wild Woman Medicine Class 6. It's our final class out of our series, and today we're going to bring it all together and tie it so that we can figure out how do we apply this knowledge to feel empowered and be able to shape our reality around us and be able to experience our ability to not just manifest, but to tap into our power to create opportunities, find love if you want, but also to feel balance and peace inside and joy. So let's get started by just connecting to our breath. As we do, our breath is a free tool. We can use it wherever we go. So I love to do this little exercise for grounding because it's so simple and it's something you can incorporate into your everyday, any day, anytime. So closing your eyes, connecting to your breath like it's ocean waves washing up on the beach. Experiencing the wave of breath rolling in and out of your body. And just getting a sense of your internal landscape inside your body. How wide does your breath touch as you breathe in? Does it touch your hips? Does it touch both sides of your rib cage, front and back? Can you feel it in your lower abdomen? How deep does your breath go? Does it go all the way down to your pelvic floor? Does it go beyond your chest? Are you breathing deeper, using the full range of your lungs, breathing right into the bottom of your lungs, which actually helps us take in more oxygen, which is so good for our body for so many reasons if we get more oxygen with each breath. Oxygen travels through the blood, nourishing our cells, our muscles, our brains. So let's take another 3 breaths here and really focusing on receiving this prana, this life force energy. Opening to receive life. And you can picture light too if you want to picture nice, beautiful white light coming in as you inhale, filling your body, and as you exhale, releasing any stale or old energy. Let's actually do that 2 more times. Breathing in, beautiful white light. Breathing out, old or stagnant energy or thoughts of the past or present. Just letting it all out 1 more time. Breathing in the light, breathing out what doesn't serve you. And then we'll breathe in the light. And exhale a beautiful white light and give back as well to the trees, to the plants that are nourishing us. We feed them as well with our breath. So that with each breath we are feeding a forest and a forest is feeding us. Let's imagine that beautiful exchange between the trees, the grasses, the beautiful plants of the earth. So just beginning to rub your hands on your body, anywhere you can touch your breasts, acknowledging yourself as a woman, touch your abdomen, rib cage, your womb, lower abdomen here, your legs, and just rub your hands on your body, really becoming present to the animal of your body, this beautiful machine, the most magnificent machine you'll ever come across, alive, full of an ecology, its own ecosystem, your ecosystem, the ecosystem of you, totally unique from anyone else's body. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, maybe stretch up your arms, Do a little stretch from side to side, little shimmy, and smile. If you have some water, take a drink of water, and we're going to get started. So what does it mean to be a wild woman? How do we bring this medicine together into our lives? Well, to start, it's a commitment and a lifestyle. So everything that we've learned here today, it's not just a course that we finish and it's over and now we go back to our regular life, how we did things before. Of course, it's up to you. If you want to embrace this and take it on, you've gained a wealth of knowledge and tools and information, and what actually is available to you now is just beginning to test it out in your life every day in so many ways, and we're going to talk about that today. How do we tie it all together and create a lifestyle that is honoring yourself as divine, believing that you are worth having these dreams come true? You're worth everything your heart desires. You deserve it, and you have the power to create it. And so part of this culture and this lifestyle of being a woman in your power and being divine, seeing yourself as whole and pure and part of God, Goddess, Creator, creation that moves through us. We are powerful creators of our lives, but we also need to balance that with humility and gratitude and being in the present moment so that we can witness the beauty all around us and the gift of this life. And that ties back to the humility and the gratitude as you come present to your senses. Your senses guide you into a way of living that is a sensual lifestyle. The sensuality is not about, having intercourse, for example, as we've learned throughout the unfolding of our class together. Sensuality is a way of being and feeling, being able to engage with life through your senses, through savoring taste and touch and smell, and through being comfortable enough to touch your own body, but also do the work that you need to do to be comfortable to touch your body. So it's not necessarily comfortable right away, and living this lifestyle isn't necessarily natural. It's a work in progress. It's a muscle that you need to keep working and strengthening. So this is a decision that you'll make. Is this a lifestyle that you want to cultivate? Are you ready to be in your power? And are you ready to commit to the practices that are required in your daily life to continue to dive deeper and deeper into your essence, into that goddess energy that's inside of you that will attract opportunities, that radiates light, that creates a ripple just because of who you're choosing to be. And when people witness it, it's so powerful. Yay! We have in our chat box, yes! Yes! The women are saying, we're ready. Awesome. I'm so glad you're ready. And I'm ready too. And it's something that you have to choose over and over. So, for example, today I went for a 90-minute massage. I committed to the masseuse, who's amazing, to come and see her every month for a 90-minute massage, and I set it up. Yesterday was the new moon. Actually, it was today at 2:30 in the morning. So yesterday, today, and I planted the seed of intention of more goddess self-care time. And I already have some really great practices, but my business asks so much of me, and my womb, like I'm constantly needing to birth and create and create and create. And so when I did that practice of breathing into the womb this week and just hearing what she had to say and doing the womb journaling exercise, what I heard was, I'm tired. I need more time to rest. I need more time to be. I'm constantly giving, birthing, creating. I need more. And so yesterday I had a whole bunch of things to do, and I just paused my day and I went outside for an hour and a half and I just laid in the sun. I actually fell asleep. In the evening I was really tired, but I wanted to have a quick shower and do the oiling of my body and having that candlelit shower, even though it was only 10 minutes, just to end my day in a really lovely way after, having another cycle of work in the evening. So it's an ongoing process. It's an ongoing choosing. It's going to come in seasons, just like fall, winter, spring, summer. There's going to be seasons where you're full on. You've got a great practice unfolding. Every day you're tuning into your womb. You're breathing into her. You're allowing her to sound and express. And then there could be some weeks where you drop the practice and you fall into another pattern or cycle. And so the invitation here is not to judge yourself, to do as much as you can when you can, and eventually as you're doing these practices, like even when you're sitting on the toilet to go pee every day, we have to do it. What a great time to tune into your womb and see how she's doing, or just tune into your body or tune into your heart and just check in. How am I doing? I'm in the momentum of my day and I'm doing this and then this and then this, but life is happening here and now. The magic of life is here and now. My power is here and now. So taking the time to check in when you go pee and just breathe or listen to your body or ask your body, how are you? What do you need? Do you need water? Do you need a 10-minute power nap? What do you need? And so as you bring these practices into your life and introduce these practices into your life, you're going to become more and more in tune with your body. And as you begin to listen to your body more, your body doesn't have to speak or scream as loudly through menstrual cramps, through physical pain or chronic pain that you have, through fatigue, through, mild depression or anxiety. So it's at your pace. It's up to you how much you incorporate, but any little bit that you can do is going to be awesome. And as you continue to bring these practices into your daily life, like for example, for me, when I go a week or 2 weeks, I kind of fall off the bandwagon and I'm not giving myself the self-care I need. I feel it, and I feel it so strongly that I can't possibly go longer than that because I don't feel happy and I feel exhausted. So, these are beautiful gifts that are going to bring you deeper in tune with the animal of your body, with the essence of your spirit, your beauty, your magic, your power. So let's talk a little bit about igniting motivation, perseverance, and determination. We talked about the womb and the connection between your brain and your womb, your pelvic nerve connecting you to your vagina and all of that wisdom that's there that's looping back to the brain. So we talked about the benefits of orgasm, the dopamine, the oxytocin, the opioids that are released, the endorphins that are engaged. And so I want to invite you to bring that practice into your week. It doesn't even have to be in your everyday, but I believe one of your homework or LifeWorks pieces was about playing with yourself, taking the time to touch yourself, touch your body, and just bringing that connection between your brain and your vagina and enhancing it, acknowledging it, strengthening it through taking that time. So when you think in the future about igniting your motivation, your willpower, it's not just a mental thing, and it's not just falling into the masculine power of drive and pushing. Yes, we need that, and it's totally awesome. We want to balance the divine masculine and feminine. Most of us are really good at tapping into our masculine energy. That's how our society works. Our culture is founded on it, and that's why I'm really focusing in this course on the practices of bringing you into your divine feminine power, which is just as powerful, but very different. So planting into your weekly schedule sacred time that doesn't get moved no matter what. It's like a doctor's appointment or a dentist appointment. Whether it's scheduling time to literally play with yourself, get some oil, explore your vagina, just through touching that part of your body, you're strengthening that brain pelvic nerve connection that is actually going to feed your motivation and your drive to experience freedom, and also your creativity and your vitality, your health and wellness. So as you move through life and start to think about setting intention and planting seeds and cultivating the power and the motivation and the courage to go for your dreams, I want you to remember the lower half of your body and remember how integral it is to that process. And if you're not at a place where you're ready to just play and explore and touch yourself, totally fine. These practices are about where you're at. You can lay your hand on your lower abdomen over your womb. You can do the breathing practice where you breathe down into your womb, your vagina, yoni, and allow it to sound. Allow the sound, allow it to speak. And if you feel like, I don't know what she'd say, just allow the sound to move out. Focus your intention as you breathe into that part of your body and allow whatever sound wants to come out to come out. Connecting with your body through other ways as well is great, through dancing. Having a playlist of 3 songs that's going to get you motivated to, whether it's getting motivated to stop working. Maybe you need to get motivated to stop. That's actually often the case for me. I'm very driven and motivated. I fall into that masculine energy real easily, and I push and drive forward. And so for myself, I actually have to motivate myself to go into the feminine, to go into the being and the intuition and taking the time to set intention and sit with the intentions, which is why I have that new moon webinar series going, so that I myself also take the time to set the intentions and work with the earth and the planets and the moon cycles and stay engaged with my femininity through staying connected to the earth and the moon and the cycles of the planet. So that's another great way to invigorate yourself and motivate yourself to reach your goals. Maybe your goal is to feel balance or inner peace. And so you have your peaceful dance playlist, which is maybe, really relaxing kirtan music, chanting, any kind of classical music that just allows you to move slowly. Or if you do need that kickstart to get yourself going in the morning, do the playlist that gets you going, that makes you feel energized, that gets you up feeling positive. So again, this is about a lifestyle and creating structure that supports you to meet whatever your needs are, whatever you need. And your intuition throughout this course will have developed simply through our practices of connecting with your body, especially if you've been doing the life work. And if you haven't, don't feel bad. You have all the time in the world. Go back to the replays. Look at the slides. Take the exercises. Pick one a week that you want to focus on and really go deeper with the medicine of it or the energy of it. So that's a couple ways that you can bring these practices into your daily life to connect to that determination, the perseverance, ignite your motivation. Let's talk a little bit about philosophy. And after we talk about this, we're going to move into a guided visualization. So we're going to change gears so that I can, I'm giving, again, a lot of information. I'm talking. And I also want to bring you into a nice experience and guided visualization during this call. So back to philosophy. What is your life philosophy? What do you believe in? Do you believe that you're divine? Do you believe that your body is sacred? Do you believe your body is a piece of Mama Earth who, is feeling you through your body, feeling your spirit through your body, and through your body you can connect to her. Knowing your philosophy and what you believe in is, it's just great to take the time and be clear about it, because that philosophy is going to support you and guide you when you're experiencing challenge, struggle, change. And as I've mentioned before, as you work towards your power and your soul light, your soul radiance as a being, that essence that is you, that is watching the thought processes, it's watching the thoughts go by. You are not your thoughts, because if you were, you wouldn't be able to look at them or be outside of them. You are that beautiful energy that is witnessing your thoughts, that is connected to the fabric of love that creates our universe, that is divine, whole, pure, holy, beautiful. And so do you have a philosophy that you want to grow into? Maybe you're not there yet, but you're working to build a new foundation of who you are that's going to start there. So for example, an example of something that might be part of your philosophy could be everything happens for a reason, so that when you're encountering struggle and challenge, it could be, well, the universe is mirroring back to me what I need to clear or change or shift in my way of thinking or being so that I can grow. So for example, I've mentioned before, I had a real struggle with having a consciousness of abundance, and it took me a number of years to overcome a pattern or a way of thinking that I took on as a child, growing up in an environment as a single mom when I was young, or with a single mom when I was young, who was really working her ass off to make sure that ends were met, bills were paid, that I could go to my dance classes, all of these things. And I took on that fear of lack. And so it was mirrored back to me in my business. And, we're great manifestors. So whether we have limiting beliefs about money or love or whatever it is, you will have it mirrored back to you if you're not conscious of it. If it's living unconsciously in your body, the universe, God, Creator, Spirit, is kind enough to show you, you're a human being on earth and you have free will and you're harboring these beliefs that are now, you're using your powers unconsciously to manifest them. So here's a look at what's inside of you. If you have a pattern of, I remember coaching a woman who consistently had clients, sign up and then back out, or commit and then back out. And her father abandoned the family when she was young. And so that fear, even a marriage, she had a fiance who backed out. So the universe was mirroring back to her this old pain that needed to be moved and cleared and shifted so that she could access her full power. And so we worked with that. We shifted it. We moved it. And yes, after she dove into the stuck energy that was there and the old pain that hadn't been dealt with, you don't have to tell the story over and over to yourself of what happened, but just being aware of, oh, yeah, I still have some pain around that. And I need to acknowledge it, be with it, and then work on moving it out through my body. Or there's still some anger there, and I need to be with the anger for a bit before I can move it out of my body. So if you have a philosophy that everything happens for a reason, and, maybe it's divine intervention, something as simple as my car wouldn't start and now I'm late for a meeting, oh, who knows? Maybe I would have gotten into a car accident, or, I attracted a partner, a boyfriend, a lover, whatever, who, is like canceling on me or not fully showing up for me, oh, maybe there's something inside of myself that needs to shift or move. So that kind of philosophy will support you in your life to feel good. So what is your philosophy? What do you believe in? Do you believe in spirit, God, goddess, creator? Do you believe in an unseen team, your angels who are supporting you, your guides, spirit totem animals? And play with it. Test things out. If you're like, sounds kind of hokey, I'm not sure, how would I know? You can totally find out. You can ask them to show you something. I want to find a feather in my pathway today, something obvious. I want an obvious sign that you're there, and just experiment and see what, you don't have to believe it. You get to choose what you believe in, but your beliefs are going to be what hold you as you work towards accessing your full power and moving out and clearing that which does not serve you. What else is in your philosophy? Do you have a practice of gratitude? I know that for me, when I start to get stressed or thinking, geez, I have so many things to do, or gosh, having this business requires me to be on the computer so much and I just want to be dancing and drumming, I come back to the gratitude and come back to my why, my reason. Oh, yeah, I'm doing this work because I get to impact and touch the lives of women around the world internationally. And I'm grateful to be able to have the opportunity to have my own business and to do the things that I love. And so coming back to that place of gratitude is a really wonderful piece in your philosophy that we touched on that is really important in the process of manifestation, being grateful for what you have. What else is in your philosophy? Are you humble? Are you willing to let go of comparing and judging yourself to other women or other people? It doesn't have to be women. Are you ready to be humble in the sense of owning your vulnerability? I heard a great definition of vulnerability at a retreat I was facilitating at just this weekend past at the Inspiration Convention. And she said, vulnerability is the ability to show not only your weaknesses, but also your strengths. So having the courage to show what you're good at and to share what you're good at can also be part of vulnerability. So it's not just about weaknesses. Seeing the beauty in life through your senses, taste, touch, smell, visuals, is that part of your philosophy? For me, sensuality it's part of my lifestyle. It's part of my life. And so engaging my senses on a daily basis through color, through smell. I have all kinds of essential oils that I love that I put on. Every day I have something, whether it's sweet orange blossom or rose water or Egyptian musk and patchouli, anything, I choose. That's part of the fun of my day. I get to pick what I'm going to smell. And so do you have a philosophy that gives you a structure where you engage with your senses in the juicy beauty and richness of life? So let's move into our guided visualization now and just take the time to really connect not only to our womb, but to our divine essence. So I want to guide you in connecting again to the beautiful essence of your being, the goddess inside of you, the goddess that is you. And I remember in our last call, we explored what would our essence smell like if it had a smell? And we had, Egyptian musk and lily of the valley. So we're going to go there a little bit more. If you have some water, I welcome you. Have a drink, make yourself comfortable. I've got some ginger lemon honey tea going because the seasons are changing. My throat feels a bit sore, and that's part of treating yourself as a divine being and nourishing and nurturing yourself. It's just hearing your body like, oh, I've got a little tingle in my throat. I'm going to, maybe my body just needs the medicine of some ginger with the change of seasons. And yes, I can also tune in and go, oh, my throat chakra is there, which is about speaking my truth. Is there something I need to say to anyone? Okay, so really relaxing, closing your eyes, making yourself comfy. Come back to the waves of your breath. And imagine there's a beautiful ball of white light, a sphere of white light above your head. And it's just going to slowly come over your head and your face, and it's going to relax each part of your body as it touches. So coming over your hair and your eyes, your nose, mouth, your whole head, neck, releasing and relaxing as it comes down your shoulders, neck, chest, upper back. Sending your breath there and releasing and relaxing. Experiencing it now, coming down over your abdomen, your tummy, mid-back, lower back, coming over your hips, your pelvic bowl, womb, vagina, all releasing and relaxing. The sphere of beautiful light travels down your elbows, forearms, hands, your fingers, your upper legs and thighs, coming down over your knees, releasing and relaxing, shins and calves, ankles, feet, toes, toenails, releasing and relaxing, and seeing that ball of light take any stagnant energy, any old stress or anxiety into the earth to be recycled and transformed. We can offer that as a gift to the earth. It's just energy. It doesn't feel good in our body, but for the earth, she'll take it and transform it and use it. Seeing that you have roots now, imagine from the bottoms of your feet are really, really strong, thick roots that travel down through the layers of soil and rock, through the underground rivers and waterways, aquifers. See your roots traveling down through the liquid molten rock and fiery layers of the earth until you get to the core. And anchor your roots somehow in this beautiful core, sphere of white light. Imagining that you stretch your branches up, reaching towards the sun, opening to receive a liquid light waterfall that pours down from the sun, representing Creator's light, God's light, and love, filling the vase of your being, your tree trunk, until it's overflowing all around you, almost like a willow tree's branches. And then connecting to the bark of your tree, feeling that protection between the storms and challenges of life that come your way. So in this place of power and strength, imagining now that you see yourself walking down a path. You're going towards your special sacred garden, which is just for you. It's a beautiful, magical place. And there's a body of water, whether it's a lake, the ocean, or a gentle river or stream, pond. You're going to walk down this beautiful path, seeing butterflies or birds and wonderful flowers. Maybe there's a meadow. You're going to walk towards the river and the stream. As you get closer, you hear the sound of the water and the birds. And you come to the water's edge. Standing here, you open to the energy of the water, to the goddess Yamanya, Oshun, Mamiwata, these beautiful water goddesses who are going to cleanse your body, your physical, mental, emotional, and soul bodies, and just help you and support you in releasing anything that you want to let go of. So just tuning in to any energy as you're at this water side that you want to let go of. Maybe you know what you're ready to release, maybe you don't. Maybe you're just going to leave it to them to support you for your highest and greatest good, for your highest purpose, highest healing, and highest truth, to let go of that which isn't serving you. You see yourself now beginning to enter the waters, and you make an offering to the goddesses. Perhaps you say a prayer for the waters in your heart, or you have some of your bird or butterfly friends bring flowers and into the water, drop them into the water around you as a gift and an offering. As you wade into the water, you have no fear, just a feeling of peace, and you're just going to dunk yourself under. Holding your breath under the water, you're feeling the energy, the love, the support, the nourishment of these cleansing waters, and just see yourself coming up to take a breath as you need, and then going back under, really going into the womb of the waters of these goddesses who are just cleansing you, bathing you, nourishing you. And every time you need a breath, you come up and you're going to go under 3 more times. Just being cleansed, feeling the temperature of the water on your skin. Dunking yourself under again. And just allowing the water to support you, holding your body from sinking, just floating just beneath the surface as you go under. And going under 1 more time. Enjoying this feeling of the waters caressing you, the water spirits and goddesses who are healing you, loving you, holding you, caressing you. And when you're ready, you're going to slowly wade out of the waters. See yourself drying off and putting on a beautiful gown. It can be a simple dress, or it can be a wonderful, elaborate gown with bright colors or silky textures. And imagine that there are 2 beautiful lovebirds or bluebirds, whatever you imagine, who are going to tie a beautiful cape around your shoulders, honoring you as goddess, as divine. And as you stand or sit there, become conscious of your pelvic floor at the base of your vagina, and allow the elements of the sacred fire of the core of Mother Earth to come up through those roots that you established and come up into the pelvic floor, which is the entrance to the temple. Your body is the temple. And to ignite that flame in your temple, whether it's a giant candle or a fireplace, a hearth, just bringing the sacred fire of Gaia into the temple of your body. Taking a few moments here, a few sacred moments before you leave this garden, although it's always there for you to return to come and be nourished and healed, to come and honor yourself. Just feeling the love and the unconditional support of all of these nature beings, the trees, the birds, the butterflies, the elements of water and fire, the earth beneath your feet, the goddesses around you, and honoring yourself in this last moment as goddess. Beautiful, divine woman, strong, powerful, compassionate, courageous, wild and free. And you'll notice there's a little gift in the pocket of your cape. There's an inside pocket. Reaching into that pocket, there's a little gift for you. Notice what that gift is. And if you don't know what it's for, ask the water goddesses or ask one of the spirit totem animals, one of the birds or fairies or any of the beautiful woodland creatures that are there. What is this gift for? Now, as you see yourself leaving the garden for now, beginning to walk down the trail, the path, with a new sense of strength, courage, pride, power, your cape flowing behind you, beginning to become present to your breath, deepening your breath. Begin to rub your hands on your body, coming back to this place and space and time, knowing that something has shifted, honoring that you just released something, no matter how small or big it seems. You're going to feel different. Continuing to rub your hands on your body, knowing that when you open your eyes, you're going to feel like they've just been bathed in crystal clear, pure, sparkling water. Opening your eyes, taking a nice stretch, smiling, and just noticing if your senses are more heightened. Maybe the colors are feeling brighter, or you're feeling much more present to your body. Maybe you feel tired. Maybe you feel energized. Just honoring the beautiful transformation that just occurred, no matter how big or small. You shifted something. You let something go. And every time you let something go, we can replace it with something new. So what would you like to replace that with? Do you want to replace it with more peace, more balance in your life? You just released something. What do you want to call in? Do you want to call in a greater sense of self-worth? If you are feeling tired, you can get up and do a little movement. Wave your arms up. Whatever you want to do. Okay, so moving on from this beautiful visualization, coming back to how do we listen to our body? Now that we've connected, we've released, we've deepened our connection to our wild, wise woman, that powerful goddess energy or divine energy, feminine energy that's inside of us. How do we listen to our body to guide us to fulfillment, bliss, and opportunity? Well, part of that is boundaries. So picturing that tree bark that's protecting you, or picturing like a violet flame. We have a sphere of energy that's as tall as our arms can reach, as wide as our arms can reach. What is protecting you and your energy field? And it's not protection coming from a place of fear. I actually like to think of it as a filter. I like to imagine a violet flame that is a filter for any negative energy that's coming towards me, or anyone who wants to draw light, not consciously, but who's feeling low and senses that I'm in my power and that I'm radiating a lot of light and love. It's not the appropriate way for them to get light to draw it from you. So when they come to energetically draw light from you, it actually just deflects, and they draw light instead from Creator, Source, God, the stars, which is the best kind of light to draw from. It's right from the source. So having that protection and establishing boundaries is going to be a big part of this next leg of your journey. How do you want people to treat you? What are you going to let people, how are you going to let people treat you? I had to end in a relationship with my brother and sister for a year. Actually, I'm still not in close relationship with my older brother because he doesn't have the energy or the time for our relationship, and it's okay. But I've decided about 4 years ago that I can only have relationships where people meet me in the middle. So after a year, my sister came around and it was beautiful, and I had also contributed to that pattern of always being the one to go to their, art shows, or go support with their kids, or etc. And so I was part of creating that pattern. So as you set boundaries, you might need to undo some patterns that you also co-created. And so it was beautiful. After a year of time apart, my sister came back, and really we have such a gorgeous relationship now. So these relationships can be relationships with people in the workplace, people in your family, friends. You might have friends who, when you think about it, do they really want me to be successful? Do they really want me to find love? Or is there jealousy? Are they actually a little bit happy when I'm down? Misery loves company. And as you evolve into tapping into more and more of your power and owning more and more of your power, there may be relationships that you need to let go of. And it often happens naturally. There's a distance that starts to happen, or you just feel like often in the pit, in your solar plexus here, or in the pit of your stomach, you feel, I feel funny after I spend time with that person, or I feel a little drained. So those are ways that your body speaks to you. Pay attention how your body feels as you're spending time with certain people. And as you raise your standards of how you're going to allow people to treat you, and you treat them the same way, the universe will get the message. Oh, you've made a declaration. I'm only going to engage with people who meet me in the middle in life, who, want to give to me as much as I want to give to them, because I'm a giver. I love to support other people. Those people are going to start to be magnetized and drawn towards you. So as you establish those boundaries and maintain that kind of protection, you can visualize this filter of violet flame or rainbow or white light every day. And that also neutralizes any energy that you're putting out that's like, I definitely yelled the word fuck today at least once. And so just, feeling a moment of stress like a little volcano, and having that violet flame also neutralize any energy that's not nice that I'm putting out into the world. So it's nice to have that filter or that protection and engage with that and activate that every day. So we've talked a little bit about the moon cycles and the seasons, and so as we connect our sexuality, creativity, work, and play with the moon and the seasons of the earth, we begin to move in flow and harmony and synchronicity with the earth and her cycles and the planets and their cycles. And it supports us to do certain activities that are great to do at certain times. At some times, like planting seeds of intention, ultra powerful on the new moon. Yeah, you can do it anytime and do it anytime you think of it and you want to. But on the new moon, like tonight, for example, would be a great night to do a little ritual and light a candle, light some incense, burn some sage, however you want to do it. You can write, cut 3 little pieces of paper and write notes on it of 3 things you want to manifest, and then do a dance. Like, it can be so simple. It can just take 5 minutes. But yeah, planting those seeds of intention on the new moon, working with that cycle. We're so connected to the moon. That's why I call my menstruation my moon time. I have a 28-day cycle, and I know when it's coming because it comes with the moon. The more you physically pay attention to the moon with your eyes, the more your body will tune into the moon cycle and align your menstruation. So if you struggle with having cycles that are longer or shorter or not consistent, taking the time to follow the moon cycle and be aware of what stage the moon is at any given time of the month. Oh yeah, I know it's a new moon leading to a full moon. I know it's waxing, growing. I know the moon now is waning. So as you lead up to the full moon, it's a beautiful time to use that extra energy. The tides are getting bigger, and our body is mostly water. So as the tides are growing and getting bigger and there's more power and movement in the oceans, it's the same in our body. So it's a great time to use that momentum to get stuff done. The full moon, beautiful time to release, letting go of that which doesn't serve you, again, through a simple ceremony or through just sitting under the moonlight and asking Grandmother Moon, as I refer to her, please support me in releasing this fear or this worry or this self-doubt. One of the practices that I do on the full moon is I take a bowl of water, I put it out under the moonlight, and I lay down some tobacco as an offering. That's how the First Nations people do it up in this part of the world in Canada, and I like to do that practice. I find it feels good, but you could offer seeds, any kind of sunflower seeds or some flowers, and just ask the moon to bless the water with her energy and her light. Try this once. Try it one time. It totally turns into a homeopathic remedy. Like when you drink some of that water in the morning, it's fizzy. It's actually, the energy in it is like, it's a bubbly quality. And so you can add just a little bit of the moon water. It's potent. It's homeopathic. You don't want to drink that whole thing. You just add a little bit to your glass of water every day. Or you can actually use it for rashes topically. So if you get a rash, moon water, I've seen it. I've seen it work amazingly. My friends do it on their kids. It's powerful stuff. So that's a little bit about how we can connect to the moon. Connecting to the earth and the cycles of the earth. Right now is the fall, and it's the harvest season and abundance here in Canada. So all of the seeds that I intentionally planted in the springtime are coming to fruition, and it's literally opportunity after opportunity. Every day there's something new coming towards me, and I'm feeling the abundance of this season. And I did consciously plant a lot of seeds in the spring of what I wanted. And again, it doesn't have to be anything elaborate. You can do a little ceremony. You can write down all of your intentions. You can cut them up on cut little pieces of paper, write them down, put them in a clay pot, or burn them in a fire and send them up through the smoke. It can be really simple. Anything you feel, you can create your own ceremony, and it will be powerful. following the seasons, taking that time to rest in the winter time, in the period of the shortest days and the most darkness and the cold weather, depending on where you are, is a great time. For example, I'm taking 3 weeks off in the month of December because that is my time, just like the bear going into her cave to digest and process. That is the time to really get some rest. The planet, not the planet, the earth here in this part of the world is going to start going to sleep soon. And so it's a great time for us to get more rest as well. And so as we begin to work with the earth and her cycles, we can draw a lot more on the energy around us, on our planet. We can also follow the teachings of Gaia, of Mother Earth, as she shows us that there's a time for work and fun, and like summer, just as here in Canada we have 4 seasons, summer is just full of blooms. Everything's in bloom, tons of fruits and berries and gorgeous things. And then, there's a time in our life for rest and less action. And so if we follow the teachings of the planet and come in harmony with them, then we're going to be following some powerful lessons of balance internally so that this physical body lasts as long as possible in health and in strength and free of pain. We need the balance of work and play, and the earth teaches us a lot about that. The last thing is that you're going to build as you move into this journey beyond this course. You're going to be building. We talked about building a new foundation from your root chakra up. You're going to be recreating yourself as you're moving into your wild woman medicine, into this power to manifest and attract opportunity. And so it's really important to figure out what the unconscious fears are. We talked about the fears that live in the root chakra. Fear of, not having enough money or food or whatever it may be. In your sacral chakra, fear around relationships, relationship to yourself. What is your relationship to others? What is your relationship to money? What is your relationship to spirit? So it's really important to find out what those unconscious or limiting beliefs are inside of your body. And generally, the best way to do that is to work with a coach or someone, some modality. Maybe you go and work with someone who does work with horses, or maybe it's a spiritual psychotherapist. My expertise is really working with the body and the wisdom of the body and uncovering what those unconscious beliefs are and those unconscious fears that are manifesting in your life. So I'm more than happy to continue this journey with you if you're interested to take on that work. So it's really time to decide, are you committed to this process? Are you going to take it on? And if you're going to recreate yourself in your power, you need to start from your root chakra up. I am strong, I am powerful, I am beautiful. Setting the foundation and working your way all the way up from your root chakra to your crown chakra, your heart, clearing your heart, any old pain. And so however you choose to do it, whoever you choose to work with, are you ready to live your life as a powerful divine being, worthy of love, abundance, and ultimate fulfillment? And I know that all of you here are definitely on that path. And so I'm just honoring and celebrating that. And we're just going to bring everything to a nice close here today. How about take a moment to just congratulate yourself and pat yourself on the back for coming into this course. And, celebrate that you had the courage and stepped into this unknown. So just acknowledging yourself and taking a moment to decide, am I going to take this journey on right now in this moment? Am I going to follow this path? Am I going to integrate some of these practices into my daily life? Am I going to get the support I need to make it happen? Whatever support that is. Maybe for now it's massage therapy with a masseuse to feel your divinity and to start loving your body. So thank you, everyone, for your courage to go deeper and explore your woman power. Woo woo! We could all do a little howl to the moon. Oh, oh, oh! And may your path be filled